Bitcoin ETF destiny emerging, decoding the U.S. regulatory shift clearing a path to approval. After years of rejections, the crypto community senses a key regulatory shift may be underway regarding Bitcoin ETFs in the United States. Recent reports detailing advanced discussions between the SEC and top providers have spurred widespread optimism that approvals could soon arrive. But with so much anticipation and speculation riding on the outcome, it's important to analyze the situation objectively. In this presentation, we'll take a close look at the evidence from both sides of this issue. We'll unpack perspectives from those negotiating behind closed doors with authorities as well as outlooks from independent analysts closely tracking developments. Comparisons to prior SEC stances will lend additional context. By shedding light on this nuanced progression, our aim is twofold. First, to gain a deeper understanding of issues at play. And second, to trace implications an approval may have on Bitcoin's ongoing maturation. Let's begin disentangling fact from fiction around this watershed moment. Whether a green light arrives remains uncertain, but one thing is clear: regulatory winds of change seem to be blowing in crypto's favor. With the asset seeing massive gains throughout the last several months, U.S. regulators are reportedly warming to the idea of approving a spot Bitcoin ETF. Indeed, Forbes reports that the agencies are engaging in what could be conclusory discussions with various issuers who have submitted applications. These reports follow similar ones released earlier today regarding those ongoing talks. Specifically, they stated that the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, is currently in advanced talks regarding key technical details. Subsequently, the anticipation of an eventual approval of the Bitcoin investment offering is at an all-time high. Spot Bitcoin ETF could be on its way amid regulator dialogue. With more than a dozen investment firms submitting applications, excitement is brewing regarding a spot Bitcoin ETF approval. Although the SEC has yet to approve the creation of such an offering in the United States, things may be changing. Indeed, recent reports indicate a shifting tone in those discussions. Now, Forbes has stated that U.S. regulators are warming up to the idea of approving a spot Bitcoin ETF. Subsequently, this news arrives as previous reports indicate key technical details being discussed by both regulators and the various issuers. These talks have been noted by industry executives for their accelerated occurrences. Moreover, they could have implications on when an approval could come to fruition. Both BlackRock and Bitwise recently amended their filings based on instructions given to them by the SEC. Additionally, this points to constructive discussions taking place between both issuers and the agencies. Ultimately, this process could lead to approval within a matter of months. A few weeks ago, Bloomberg's James Seyffart noted that a decision window will take place between January 5 and 10. However, he noted that any approvals will likely take place around the 8th. Currently, massive asset management firms like the aforementioned BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale have pending applications. BlackRock received $100,000 as spot BTC ETF seed fund. According to BlackRock's latest filing, an unknown investor agreed to purchase $100,000 spot Bitcoin BTC ETF exchange-traded fund shares on October 27, 2023. The world's largest asset manager revealed the seed fund in a filing with the U.S. SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. According to the document, the investor took delivery of 4,000 shares at a per-share price of $25.00. Seed capital is the funds raised to develop a product, in this case, to create the units underlying the ETF. BlackRock's Spot Bitcoin (BTC) ETF will invest in the original cryptocurrency instead of futures investment vehicles tied to BTC. BlackRock's Spot BTC ETF application is one of 13 waiting for regulatory approval. When will the SEC approve a Spot Bitcoin? The SEC has missed all its deadlines for approving a Spot BTC ETF in 2023. The upcoming deadlines are in early 2024. According to analysts at Bloomberg, there is a 90% chance that the SEC will approve one or more Spot BTC ETF applications in January 2024. Furthermore, Skybridge Capital founder Anthony Scaramucci also anticipates the SEC to approve a Spot. Nonetheless, a Spot BTC ETF in the US is long overdue, and the approval from the SEC may propel the original cryptocurrency to new highs. BTC recently surpassed the $41,000 mark, and many analysts anticipate a bull market for the cryptocurrency sector in early 2024. Anthony Scaramucci predicts Spot BTC ETF approval date. Founder of Skybridge Capital, Anthony Scaramucci, is optimistic about the US SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission, approving a Spot Bitcoin (BTC) ETF, exchange-traded fund, soon. While speaking at a podcast, Scaramucci affirmed that the SEC could greenlight a Spot BTC ETF by January 10, 2024. Several Spot BTC ETF applications will approach their deadline in early January. However, the SEC may also delay its decision due to technical reasons. Financial institutions in the U.S. have long pursued a Spot BTC ETF. BlackRock, Fidelity, Valkyrie, and ARK Invest are among the top applicants. Some analysts have said the SEC might go for a mass approval route to not give one firm a competitive edge over others. BlackRock recently met with the SEC's Trading and Markets Division to further discuss its Bitcoin ETF application. The SEC said applicants should opt for a cash crates model instead of an in-kind model. However, BlackRock, the largest asset manager in the world, most likely prefers the in-kind redemption model. Will a Spot Bitcoin ETF bring forth a bull run? A Spot BTC ETF could lead to a surge in institutional adoption of the original cryptocurrency. Many analysts anticipate the markets to rally if a Spot BTC ETF is approved. The anticipation of a bull run has led to many investors stocking up on BTC. MicroStrategy, one of the biggest BTC holders in the world, recently purchased an additional 16,130 BTC for around $593 million. The firm currently holds roughly 174,530 BTC, worth a whopping $5.28 billion. The average purchasing cost of each coin is around $30,252. With BTC trading above $38,000, the firm is in the money with its holdings. Along with the possibility of a spot BTC ETF approval, we will witness the next halving cycle for Bitcoin in April 2024. Both developments could usher in another bull run for the cryptocurrency market. In summary, while outright approval is far from guaranteed, indicators do suggest U.S. regulators may finally be warming to the transformational potential of cryptocurrency. Technical discussions signal robust due diligence rather than simple dismissal is now the approach. If 2024 brings the long-awaited spot Bitcoin ETF catalyst, impacts could include a surge of institutional investment setting a bullish multi-year trajectory. Retail access would likewise expand enormously through easy, regulated products. However the situation develops, gaining insight into evolving viewpoints on both sides of this debate enhances perspectives on cryptocurrency's complex regulatory journey. Transparent oversight remains key to building lasting trust throughout its evolution into mainstream finance. For market participants and observers alike, staying informed on wiggle room for innovation versus entrenched risk concerns lays foundations for comprehending this dynamic space. Only time will tell what path emerges, but progress does seem to be unfolding steadfastly one step at a time.